So this recession keeps on getting weirder, guys. We got the jobs report this morning for July. We saw non-farm payrolls rise 528,000 for the month, and unemployment rate came in at 3.5%, and that we're talking easily beat the Dow Jones estimate of 258,000 jobs added and the 3.6% unemployment rate that they estimated. And wage growth also increased in the month, as average hourly earnings jumped 0.5% for the month and 5.2% from a year ago. So this is good news, guys. And the funny thing is, the stock market is selling off. Currently, it's about 2:07 p.m. on the East Coast. We have the S&P down 0.4%, the Nasdaq's down 1%. The Russell is actually not selling off. The Russell's up 0.6, as the Dow is pretty much at break even. So the reason why I said the recession keeps on getting weirder is because typically, and you guys know this, in recessions, well, we don't have very low unemployment. In this case, the unemployment rate is 3.5%. Typically, in recessions, it's way higher than that. We saw in the great financial crisis, what did it get to? 10, 11% unemployment rate. So we got the 2 quarters consecutively of GDP decline, the textbook recession, but we're still gaining jobs on the month. And the unemployment rate is still very low. So we got to break this down. We got to break down what's going on in the stock market, talk a little bit more about what my thoughts are, what I'm doing, some individual stocks. So sit back, relax, hit that like button if you guys find value, and don't forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo, which could be valued up to $2,500 with a $100 deposit. Those are linked down below. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. So with that being said, guys, let's just get into it. So, like I mentioned, we're selling off right now, and we are now seeing a retracement towards the 50 SMA on Triple Q, which is right around 316-ish to about 318. And granted, we're currently above 320, so we did get some buying pressure when Triple Q did hit 318 about almost 3 hours prior to me filming this. So we got to watch what's going to go down at about 315 to about 320. I'd say that $5 window is going to be critical for the Bulls, because if they fail to buy that up, this is probably going to see downside potentially. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves here, but we're just looking ahead. We're playing a hypothetical situation here. If this breaks under 315, even 310, I'd say 310, honestly. Watch for a move down 298, 300, 302 on the downside. That's where this could go. But again, let's not get ahead of ourselves, because this is just simply a healthy little pullback as it is right now. We're still well above both moving averages, and I feel like buyers could still come in at 315, 316. And granted, guys, today's Friday. I mean, wait till next week. We'll see how next week plays out, and, we'll get a better picture at that point. So that's what I'm seeing now on Triple Q. And guess what? It's the same thing on SPY. SPY's also selling off. We can see here it got some buyers right around the 50 SMA, but we're not fully breaking out quite yet. You can see that here on the 5-day chart. We're still in a little bit of, I guess you can say, a little downtrend. Not even a downtrend, but we've been making lower highs since yesterday's pre-market. You can see that here at 416. We hit 415, then 414.90, lower 414s, and then just about 10, 20, 30 minutes ago, we hit 413. Now we're dumping back into the 412. So we're hitting these lower highs, but at the same time, now that I look at it, we're making higher lows from the pre-market today. So we have to just wait and see what direction SPY ends up picking. Now it's in a wedge now that I'm looking at this on the 10-day chart. Are we not in a wedge as well? Look at that. You can see that on the 10-day and on the 5-day. So we have to wait and see for next week. I mean, again, it's Friday. We do have about an hour and 50 minutes left from when I'm filming this. So maybe it runs up or down. I mean, maybe it picks direction today. But I'm thinking it's going to be more next week. So keep your eyes on SPY, Triple Q, and let's see quickly what the metals are doing for those that even care. I look at the metals, pretty much every day just to see where the prices are at. Gold's at $17.90 right now. It's up, or no, rather it's down 0.9%. Silver is at, what is it, $19.80? It's down 1.4%. Let's see what the crude oil futures are doing right now. Where are we here, guys? Let's see. We're at 89 a barrel. All right, 89 a barrel. Crude oil is down, or actually, no, it's up. Funny. I mean, this is funny. Everything is flip-flopping. Everything's all over the place. Crude oil is up 0.75%. And if I had my phone on me, guys, it's in the other room charging right now. But if I had it, I would check Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm sure those are going all over the place as well. So it's one of those days. We're selling off a little bit, and we will see what happens next week. We'll get more of an idea of direction, at least in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't done so already, and subscribe. It helps me out overall in the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, guys, let's look at some of these stocks. We have a lot of movers today. AMC's up over $20 a share. Look at that. And did we not call this breakout? I mean, we talked about how if this were to take out 20, it completely breaks out of the channel. Who knows where it's going to go from there? A lot of momentum could come in. And look at that. They reported earnings, I think, 2 days ago, or was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. It dumped. Now the volume's coming in. Look at that volume spike just today. This looks like it wants to continue running. And I am kicking myself a little bit, I'll be honest, because I forget exactly where I was buying it. Actually, I remember now. Now that I just started talking about it, I remember. I bought this under $14, and then I bought a little bit more, slightly above $14. I think it was at $13.90 something, $14.20, something like that. And I sold it rather. Well, it was a trade. I think I bought it right around here potentially. Actually, it might have been before that. It might have been mid-July, maybe early July. I forget exactly when, but you guys on my Patreon know, and we have to go look back at the records. But overall, AMC, I picked it up. And I sold it at about, I think, 16 or 17, something like that. I didn't let it ride. But that's okay, because now that I think about it, I sold it, and then it pulled back to $14. So, I mean, this stuff is unpredictable. So, with something like an AMC, GameStop, even though I am saying, like, oh, I should have held it, the truth is, locking in profits is smart. I mean, it really is. But sometimes looking back, you guys know how that goes, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, this was, I was picking it up maybe even late June, early July, and then I sold it on this pump here. You guys remember AMC ran up early July, heading into the middle of July. It got stretched to about 18. Then it pulled down, right, which we all remember that. That was just about a week ago, a little bit less, a little bit more, whatever. And now it's running up again. So it's really unpredictable at this point. We're getting a blow-off top rally. It might continue going up. It really might. I could see it going mid-20s. But at some point, we might get I think we will. I mean, we definitely will, just looking at history. Once this cools off, we're going to get a sharp pullback, in my opinion. Whether it gets to 25, then it pulls back to 15, or it goes to 30, then it comes down 14 or 12. Who knows? It's going to sharply pull back, in my humble opinion, and we can't time that. But at some point, after this round, whatever round it is, round 30 of the short squeeze, after this is done, and it's time for it to cool off, it's going to come down. You guys know how it goes, right? And look at DraftKings. DraftKings today's up 11%. They ended up reporting, and they raised their guidance for full year 22 sales, and they ended up beating on the previous quarter. They did $466 million versus $435 estimated, which, again, that beat. And they ended up beating on, I think they might have beat on EPS, even though they're still unprofitable. They lost 87 cents on the quarter. So DraftKings is it's reversing. It's at a multi-month high. And another, remember I said with AMC, it's hard to time the market, lock in your profits when you can. The funny thing is with DraftKings, I tax loss harvested on this stock a couple weeks ago at a lower price than where it is today. So you guys know how that goes. You sell some stocks at a loss, and then a couple weeks later, it goes up 20, 30% from where you sold. And that's how it goes. I mean, I think I was selling at about $15, $14, maybe even $13, and now we're at $18. But that's just the name of the game, guys. That's how it goes. You cannot predict the movement of these stocks, all the time to the T. It's just not possible. So With that being said, I'm going to wrap the video up, guys. If you all enjoyed it, hit the like button. Again, make sure to subscribe. Check out my Patreon link down below. Don't forget to also get your free money. You get 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit, each up to $2,500 free money. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. I know, 12 stocks. It's a lot of free stocks, guys. All those linked down below. And with that being said, have a great weekend, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. If you don't see that video, I'll see you in the video after that. All good. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.